Okay, so very good morning, students. Welcome back to our online class for today. So today is Monday, okay, and this is the first session, students. So with the video for today, teacher would like you to know about the third conditional in the first section, and for the second session, we are going to learn about mixed conditional. Okay, so everyone, we have learned already about zero conditional, first conditional, and second conditional, right? Okay, so before we get started with this topic, teacher would like to review you about second conditional that we have learned so far. Okay, students, so who can tell me about second conditional? How do we use second conditional in sentences? And could you tell me about its form? Okay, students, so let's teacher tell you. Second conditional, when do we use it? We use second conditional to talk about things in the future, but probably not to be true, okay? And we use also to talk about things in the present that is impossible, okay? So this is the way that we use second conditional, and it's from if plus past simple, comma, would plus infinitive. So this is the form of of second conditional. Okay, so students, teacher believes that you still remember about this points. But if you're not clear about second conditional, teacher recommend you rewatch, okay, the video that we have learned. Okay, so with this topic for this session, teacher would like to teach you about the third conditional sentence. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna learn from this topic. Okay, so first you will know what is the third conditional. Okay, what is the third conditional and the forms of third conditional and some exercises related to this sentence as well. Okay, let's see the first point. Okay, for number one, what is the third conditional? Students, according to your own opinions, what do you think about this? What is the third conditional? Who can answer this question? Okay, good. So let's see. We make the third conditional by using the past perfect after if and then would have and the past participles in the second part of the sentence. Okay, good. So this is like to tell you the form of third conditional, right? Okay, good, students. So alright, good. So now let's see the form of third conditional. And then teacher will tell you again about how to use third conditional in the sentences. Okay, let's see. Number two, let's see the form of it. So here is the form of third conditional that if plus past perfect. Okay, plus past perfect, comma, would plus have plus past participle, or we can say would plus perfect. Alright, good. So this is the form of it. And it talks about the past. It's used to describe a situation that didn't happen and to imagine the result of the situation. Okay. So we used to describe about the action or the situation that didn't happen. Okay, that didn't happen, and to imagine the result of the situation. Okay, so now student, you understand about the form of it and the usage of third conditional, and let's see the example all together to make sure that we can to let you clear about the form and about the usage of it. Let's see. Okay, so here is the example, or here are the examples of third conditional. As you can see here, the red words. So this is the form. If subject plus past perfect, would plus perfect. Okay, so let's see. Teacher will explain you one by one regarding to this example to let you clear about the third conditional. Okay, if she had studied, if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. Okay, so we can also talk about the regret. Okay, you can see here if sentence we talk about the past, right? If she had studied, she would have passed the exam. But really, we know she didn't study and she didn't pass. Okay? So we can also we can say that the conditional talk about the regret. Okay, something that happened that have happened already in the past, but we still regret about that thing. Okay, about that thing. Okay, again, number one, if she had studied, she would pass the exam. But really, we know she didn't study and so she didn't pass. Number two, if I hadn't eaten so much, I wouldn't have felt sick. But I didn't eat. But I did eat. Should be, did eat a lot, and so I did feel sick. Okay, so this is just talk about the regret or something that we can say not happened. Okay, not didn't do in the past, and we feel regret for now. Okay. Number three, if we had taken a taxi, we wouldn't have missed the plane. She wouldn't have been tried if she had gone to bed early. Number five, she would have become a teacher if she had gone to university. Number six, he would have been on time for the interview if he had left the house at night. Okay, so now can you see the form, students? If plus past perfect plus would, right? Plus would and perfect. So this is the form of third conditional, and we use it to describe a situation that didn't happen and to imagine the result of this situation. Okay, we imagine the result of this situation that we didn't do it, that didn't happen. Okay, like you can see in the first example, if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. So she didn't study, okay, and she didn't pass the exam as well. This is just talk about something that not happened, but we feel regret right now. Okay, all right. So did you hope that you understand? Okay, so everyone, let's see the exercise all together. Okay, exercises over here we have from 1 to 5, and what we have to do over here, just write the correct form of third conditional in the blanks. Okay, good. So let teacher read it for you. If you blah 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 not be late, we blah 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 not miss the bus. Okay, so over here you have to remember the form of third conditional. So the form of third conditional, if had past perfect, if past perfect and would plus, okay, so and would plus perfect. So this is the form of third conditional. If you know the form, then you can complete it. Alright, so number 2, if she blah 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 study, she blah 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 pass the exam. Number 3, if we blah 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 write earlier, we blah 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 she John. Okay, see John. Number 4, if they blah 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 goes to bed early, they blah 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 not wake up late. Number 5 is he blah 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 becomes a musician, he blah 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 record a CD. Okay, everyone, so over here teacher would like you to spend time 2 minutes to do this exercise from 1 to 5. So now let's pause the video and do it all together. Let's start. Okay, very good students. So right now teacher believes that you have done with your answers already. So number 1, let's see the answer all together. Okay, number 1, hadn't been. Okay, hadn't been from B. This is the past participle of be, and wouldn't have missed. Okay, wouldn't have missed. Number 2, had studied, would have passed. Number 3, had the right, would have sinned. Number 4, had gone, wouldn't have woken. Okay, woken. Number 5, had become, would have recorded. Okay, so these are the answer. So do you answer the same to me? Okay, students, so good. Any questions, students? Alright, so you can rewatch the video if you're not clear, and you can also leave your question to your teacher, homeroom teacher, then homeroom teacher will answer your question. Alright, good, students. So now our video coming to the end. Thank you for watching, and teacher hope to see you guys on the second session. Goodbye.